no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Texas Longhorns, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Longhorns will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Florida Gators offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling?
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Longhorns! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Quick completion on the out route. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The sure hands, it's Clark. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The Gators are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to get it to the marker. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. So Texas offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
A strike downfield. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield, and even that spin move couldn't create space. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Manning. Pulls it in. Looking for the end zone. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
They'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Makes the catch. Turns it on in midfield. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. Few teams improved over the 2nd half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. Plows through the defense. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by a field goal over Tulsa. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To throw, it's Manning. Bring in the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Wingo. At midfield, he's got room. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Pulls it in, it's Moore. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Caught behind the line. It's Gibson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Washington. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the back. Quickly complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this 1st drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
They go to the ground. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air, it's Manning. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Makes a man miss. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gators have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The offense changing the play. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Snagged in the middle. It's Clark. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
As a quarterback, I used to love throwing to running backs that could run great routes. That was a good one there on the angle route. He sold it like he was running with a flat, put his foot in the ground, cut back inside, crossed the defender's face, made it an easy throw and an easy first down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. Turning on the Jets. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Looking for the score. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. Finds room at the 10. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the RPO, complete. Just keeps moving. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Longhorns will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air, it's Lagway. Using the quick game. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. First down here for the offense. Might be changing the route. Under fire. It's complete. At the 35, he's open. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick an extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Mississippi State. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes a connection. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. Running back searching for a hole. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Manning. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Dead center perfect. They're celebrating on the sideline after taking the lead, but still time on the clock. That late clutch field goal put them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
And this defense has played good all night long, man. They've been all over the field making plays, and I love right here, man, not getting to the quarterback. You know you're not going to get there. What's the next best thing to do? Get your hands in the air, try to bat the football. They do, and they continue a great performance.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Quarterback making checks. Scanning the field. It's Flagway. He wants a big play here late. Makes a catch down the right side. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take another shot here. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And, man, I love safeties that play with great vision in the back end, right? They're the safety for a reason. They're the back line of defense 99% of the time, and I love how he sees the ball, he breaks on it. This defense, they have an opportunity to finish this game. They've played well all game long. Now finish the deal.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.